So this is a quick demo to show how logic can operate in different ways in an omni-channel setting, in a CPQ product and in B2B commerce or completely headless. So right now we are looking at a typical quote in CPQ. And if I was to add products to it, we'll go through and then add a product which is coming from the logic configuration. So we can go ahead and search for our product, which in this case is going to be a Bobcat configurator. We select it and we can see that a logic UI is loaded in this CPQ flow where I can choose a model. The items are automatically selected, which are default. I can see my rules run. So if I choose 65 path width, it tells me Bobcat T590 minimum clearance is 70 inches. So it needs to be higher than that, or you can need to select a different model. So I can choose 75 and the message goes away. I can select different packages. So I have P10 performance package, which I'll select, which will automatically show up a set of line items which are getting added to the bundle. And I can continue to configure further, or I can add more accessories. So I can also add a trencher, which will also add that to the sales form. And you can see that we have 25,950 as the price of the bundle. So I can go back and save this. And at this point, I'm sending this data back to the CPQ code where the rules configured in logic have created the pricing as well as the quantity and the line items for this information. So you can see that the price is showing up here. And here I can continue with my typical CPQ process with these line items. Now the same flow and the same logic setup can be used to power a B2B commerce store as well. So here I'm on a login page of a B2B commerce store where I will go ahead and log in. And you will see that I'm inside now logged in, and you can see different products which are here. I can go ahead and look for different products. So using their standard catalog of B2B commerce, you can go into different categories. I'll go into the Bobcat category and you'll see that a product shows Bobcat configurator, which I can add to the cart, or I can choose to go and look at the product detail. When we look at the product detail page, our package accelerator package provides a way to add a configure button for products which have been logic enabled in B2B commerce as well. If I was to click on this configure button, you will see that we can embed or show our logic UI within that commerce experience where I can do something similar to what I did in CPQ. And the same set of rules are still applicable. As you can see here, if I choose to go above 70, the constraint goes away. If I choose the P10 performance package, the line items are getting added with the pricing getting calculated automatically. And if I was to choose the trencher, the line item got added and the total price is 25,950, just as was the case in CPQ. If I click on save, we are going to take this data and send it back to B2B cart. And as you can see here, the B2B items got added where my Bobcat configurator and all the items are being shown with whatever quantity I had selected with the actual total price. And here you can continue further with your B2B commerce store and add more products. And if needed, you could also take this and request a quote in CPQ by passing this information into the CPQ via Salesforce APIs. Another key flow, which we can also look at, is if a customer wanted to expose the same configuration on their website, maybe in their B2C commerce store or something completely independent on the website, they can do that as well. So to show that example, I'll go to a fictitious website we created, which also involves a 3D experience which the customer can use along with logic. So here I'm showing the same Bobcat image, but this is more in a 3D interactive format. If I was to choose, I could add more stuff onto this website where I can change things like the color, as well as upload a logo, which could be independent or could be driven by logic rules, even though they do not apply in the logic UI, could still have those rules running within the logic blueprint. And I can also continue to apply the same rules without duplicating that information. So you can have a different experience, but you still see the same behind the scene logic running and making sure that the bundle is going to be accurate. So I can choose to apply 75 inches, which takes away that message. I can choose to add P10 performance package here as well. And here the line items are being shown in a different area, as you will see. Those are actually applicable in this flow. And there is more information about the leads, which you can also capture. And I can choose to add a trencher as well. And now you can see that the total price again is getting calculated using the logic engine, which is 25,950. And additional functionality, which could be independent or part of what logic instruction set and rules deliver, is how you can have a more rich experience in the completely headless case. You can visualize different things and see all the items getting added as well. And if you wanted to, you could then take this further and actually request a quote as well from a customer for a customer. So hopefully this gives you the idea of the power logic configuration provides, which you can then expose across all your channels. Thank you.